Getting married? Want to know what the biggest wedding expenses are? Then this is the video for you. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing. I post videos on weddings, wedding planning and tarot readings related to weddings. My social media will be in the description and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Now let's get started with the top 10 wedding expenses. Websites and wedding guides often state things like, the average wedding in the UK costs £31,000. Well, if you remove all the ludicrously high 100k plus weddings from the statistics and the London waiting, then you'll find that actually the average couple actually spends nearer £11,000 or £12,000, with 45% of couples spending under £10,000, which is still not to be sniffed at, and the money has to come from somewhere. So whether you've saved or borrowed the money, what are couples spending their hard-earned money on? Let's count down the top 10 wedding expenses. At number 10, the wedding rings. Now the average is coming in at over £600, which means there must be a lot of people spending a lot of money on wedding rings. You're going to be wearing it every day for the rest of your life, so you don't want to skimp too much, but you certainly don't have to be paying £600 for wedding rings. Metals like platinum are top end. However, you can get 9-carat gold rings that aren't too expensive. The cost of gold rings goes up the higher the carat you've got, but remember that the higher the carat, the softer the metal. So if you're somebody who does a lot of work with their hands, maybe a manual labourer, then the last thing you want is a ring that's soft and could get damaged easily. Number 9, videographers. Videographers are coming in at an average of £900. I'm pretty certain there's a lot of videographers that charge a lot more than £900. A videographer is a nice to have, and if you think you're going to be watching your wedding day many times, then a videographer will be perfect. However, they're not essential, I say, hoping not to alienate any videographers I know. So if you are on a budget, then maybe decide not to have a videographer. Number 8, entertainment. You've got to keep your guests happy and entertained somehow. So what are the options? You've got soloists, jazz trios, harpists, string quartets, DJ, bouncy castles, bands, ceilidhs, belly dancers, magicians, caricaturists. The list is endless. So you can choose to spend as much or as little as you want on wedding entertainment. If you really need to cut costs, why not think about having a playlist? Get all your guests to give songs that they would be happy to get up and dance to, and create your own wedding playlist, which you can then listen to over and over again to bring back all those happy memories. Number 7, flowers and decorations. This includes bouquets, buttonholes, table centres, bunting, pedal stools, candles, welly boots filled with flowers, props for photographers, signs, and all the other decorative pieces that you want around on your wedding day. You can save here by reducing the quantity of flowers that you have on your wedding day and keeping them seasonal. Check out wholesalers like Country Baskets. You can get silk flowers, vases and other wedding decor to create your own table centres and decorations. Although as a maker of faux flower bouquets, I can tell you that really good quality silk flowers cost as much as real flowers. They're not necessarily a cheap option, although you can get cheap silk flowers, which look it. But silk flowers do last, and you can give the arrangements away as gifts, or if you need to recoup some costs, you can sell all your arrangements after the wedding day. Number 6, photographers. Photographers work really hard to capture your wedding day. They only have one shot at it, pardon the pun, so there is a lot of pressure on them. Prices reflect the time, experience and equipment required to capture your day perfectly. You can find photographers that are a bit cheaper, or maybe they're just starting out. You could always just get your photographer to shoot a small part of the day, for example the ceremony and the group photos. I'll be doing a video all about photographers soon, so look out for that one. Number 5, the bridal gown. With many gowns over £500 and designer bridal dresses going for £2,000 and up, you can see why this is a big expense. It's likely to be the most expensive dress you'll ever wear. It's worth checking out pre-loved sites for dresses. They've only been worn once, so will be in immaculate condition, and you could save yourself hundreds of pounds. Number 4 and 3, the drinks and the catering. This is a large expense and costs will vary depending on the type of food you're having and how many people you're catering for. A silver service dinner will cost a lot more than a barbecue or a buffet. A basic drinks package will include the welcome drink, a toast drink and wine on the table. After that, you can save money by having a paying bar. Number 2, the honeymoon. Couples are splashing out on exotic holidays, trips of a lifetime and round the world adventures. You can keep your honeymoon costs down by honeymooning closer to home, or if you have got married in August, delay your honeymoon until after the children have gone back to school. And last but not least, number 1, the venue. Castles, stately homes, marquees are all really big standalone venue costs. You can save money on venues by choosing hotel function rooms or even choosing your local village hall and use the money you've saved for really spectacular venue decorators. Also, getting married out of season or midweek will also save money on your venue costs. So there we have it, my quick rundown of the top 10 wedding expenses. What are you planning to spend the most money on your wedding day? Post your biggest expenses in the comments below and I look forward to reading them. See you all on the next video. Bye for now. Just to add, my book, Planning a Wedding, The Wedding Planner Way, will be out soon. If you want to be the first to know when it comes out, check out the description for details of how to be notified. Bye for now.